Hi everybody, this is Gigi from Kauai Community College. In this video, I will be talking about addition of integers. Specifically, we are using the number line to model addition of integers. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, here we go. So as we have learned about addition before, number line is one of the ways that we can model addition. So we're going to use the same method in this video to model addition of integers, right? So suppose you have, let's review 2 plus 5. From before, we know that we're supposed to go locate 2 and then jump 5 units away to end up at 7. Therefore, we say 2 plus 5 equals 7. Okay. Now that we have integers, we would be seeing something like -4 plus 7. Same concept. We would go ahead and put the number line up, locate -4, which is to the left of 0. Add 7 means to move forward 7 units. Okay, so move forward 7 units, you end up at 3. So we would say -4 plus 7 is a positive 3. Okay, now what if you have 5 plus a -3? Well, same concept, we'll locate 5, which is on the right-hand side where the positive numbers are. And we are going to add -3. Well, what does it mean to add -3 on a number line? Well, we know that if we add 3, we would go forward to the right 3 units, but we are adding -3. -3 is the opposite of 3. So instead of going to the right, we are going 3 units to the left, and we end up at +2. So we would say that 5 plus a -3 is a +2. Okay, now let's think about this for a second. If you were starting at 5, where you started, when would you get a negative result in this addition problem? Okay. Okay, so pause for a second and write down your thought process. When you come back, if you had thought about something like this, like 5 plus a -9, well, let's see. Locate 5. Okay, add -9 means go in the opposite direction of adding 9, right? So we're going to move to the left 9 units. And when you do that, you would end up at -4. So we would say 5 plus a -9. The answer is a negative number, and that number is -4. So pause for a second again and reflect on this. Why is this sum a negative number? -5 plus 2. Okay, visualize it. What do you expect to happen? Will your result be negative or positive? All right, let's go take a look. -5 plus 2. Locate -5. Adding 2 means to move forward 2 units. You end up at -3. Therefore, -5 plus 2 is -3. Okay, now when would you get a positive result if you were starting at -5? Pause and write down your thought. All right, let's move on. If you have written something like this, -5 plus a positive number that is bigger than 5, great process. Okay, you are going to start at -5, move forward 8 units, you will end up at 3. So we say -5 plus a +8, the result is +3. So why again is that sum a positive number? Well, you have moved forward from -5. When you move forward 8 units, you have passed the neutral zone, which is 0. So you end up in a positive number. Okay. -4 plus a -5. Visualize, see some thought. What do you expect the answer to be? Would it be negative? Or would it be positive? Or would it be 0? Okay. Well, let's see. -4, we locate -4. And then we would move to the left 5 units because -5 is opposite of 5, right? So you move left from a negative number, that's going to be more negative, right? So you end up at -9. So we would say -4 plus a -5 is a -9. Okay, now why is this a negative number again? Because you were already in the negative zone, and then you move to the left, meaning it would be more negative, right? So -9 is the result. Now, suppose you see something like this. Well, you might not want to go and draw tick marks, right? So let's think about it for a second and generalize this information. Would the answer be a negative or a positive? And why do you think that is? Okay. Well, if you have said the answer is positive, you are correct. Why is that? Well, if you started at -15 and you have to move positive 20 units forward, where would you end up? Well, let's think about that 20 steps. If you only have taken 15 steps, then you would end up at 0, right? So 5 more steps will set you at +5. Therefore, -15 plus 20 is a +5. So number line is a great model to use for integers and for you to basically place your visual into the numbers and figure out if the result of this addition problem or this sum is going to be a negative or a positive number before you actually do the computation. Okay, and that is it for today.